Hola, Bienvenidos a This Won't Last Call. So today, we got another episode here of This Won't Last Call, and we're going to do a different drink today. Thinking, we got Super Bowl coming up, we want to do a beer cocktail. There weren't too many beer cocktails that I could think of that were really all that interesting, worth doing. So what I finally decided on was to do a Michelada, because it's a little bit more left of center. Not a lot of people know about it, and it should be pretty tasty. Never had one myself. Didn't want to do anything lame like a Boilermaker. It's just, beer and whiskey, just beer and concentrated beer, pretty much. So we're going to do a Michelada, and we'll do it the traditional way, and then I'm going to kind of do my little riff off of it, because I had a couple of ideas that knocked around in my head while I was thinking about doing it. I'm going to probably add some liquor. I'm going to do a chili liqueur and a tequila with it, and just, kind of mad scientist, So let's get started with the basic one. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take a lime. Let's go over the ingredients. So there's many ingredients in this individual cocktail. We got tomato juice as a base. We got some lime juice. We got hot sauce, soy sauce, Worcestershire, and your cerveza. I'm going to use Chihuahua today. You use tajin as well. Tajin is really for the rim. You can also put it in your drink if you like. So this is kind of a cousin to a Bloody Mary. This is much lighter though, but when I do my own riff on it, I will spice it up a little, beef it. Anyways, so first thing you're going to do, you take a lime, cut it in half, and you're going to rub it around the rim of your glass. So you're going to make a rim with the tajin. You just put it on a big plate, whatever. Roll it around. You get a pretty good coat on it. Pretty much got a proper rim on that. You're going to add some ice to it, and then you're going to set aside. You're going to set aside. Now, traditionally this is not exactly like a precise type thing. It's to taste, so I could give you some measurements, but really like half tomato juice, half beer is probably what you want, something along that line. So it's going to depend on the size of your drink. Having a 12-ounce cup with mug with a little bit of ice in it, so I'm probably going to go 4 ounces-ish. I'm going to go ahead and eyeball the fill line level. Alright, so after you get it filled up, you add your hot sauce, how many dashes you like. If you like a little more spicy, do a few more dashes. If you like a little less spicy, do a few less dashes. This one, again, not really like a hard science to it. A little bit more on the extra spicy side, so I'm going to add 3 dashes. Now I'm using Wild Perry's Mexican style hot sauce. You can use whatever hot sauce you want. You want to use Tabasco, use Tabasco. You want to use a habanero sauce, use a habanero sauce. But I think that the regular Mexican style hot sauce probably works best with the cerveza and tomato juice and all that stuff. That's why I'm using it. Could use a chipotle. I might use it on the other one. Alright. Use some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Alright, so do like 2 dashes. You can also use some soy sauce. Remember, with the soy sauce, it's usually a little bit salty, so keep that in mind when divvying out your amount, because you also have tajin, which is salt and chili and lime on the rim, so it's going to be a bit salty, so you might want to go a little lower with this, depending on your preferences. So I'm just going to go with 2 dashes. Or just 1. Alright, so you mix that all up. Forgot lime juice. Lime juice, half an ounce to an ounce. again, mix that all up. And then you're going to go ahead and use your cerveza. I've never had Chihuahua, so I'm going to give it a try right now. Tastes like cerveza. Anyway, pour that in the fill. A little stir, you don't have to do a whole lot. Then you can garnish as you please. I'm going to go ahead and put a jalapeno on it. Throw in a lime wedge as well. That looks like Tasty Bear. That's good. So, this is definitely a weaker drink, which is totally fine, because I think the goal of something like this is to be a bit more like a light. So, like a working man's drink, after a hard day of work, you want something's got a little kick to it, but it's refreshing. People have been outside all day. Anyways, it's very tasty though. Highly recommend. But me being me, I like to beef things up, so I'm gonna give myself a few minutes here and figure out an exact way that I'm gonna make my own take on this with a little bit more booze. It's tasty. Alright, so I figured it out. There's something good coming. Tingling on my lips because I ate some of the jalapeno. Anyway, so I'm going to take my own little spin on this. I'm going to keep it relatively the same. I'm just going to add some things to it. I'm going to add some tequila. I'm going to add some of the chili liqueur. I'm going to switch to a chipotle hot sauce because I think it'll be much better. Thinking about it now, I think a mezcal would be really good with it, but I don't have mezcal. So, note to future self. Mezcal. So, all the same ingredients otherwise. Start with your glass, you're going to rim it again. Wipe it down with. You're going to dip it in your tajin. Add some ice and put it aside. Okay, and we're going to use our shaker for this just because I want to make sure I incorporate all the liquors fairly well. We're going to go 1.5 ounces for tequila. I'm using Espolòn, you can use whatever you like. We'll go with 1 ounce of the chili liqueur, which I've actually never had before. So, in true to this one last call fashion, since I've never had it before, I'm going to take a taste of it. So the scent pretty much just smells like tequila. It's remarkably sweet. I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a heat on my lips, but I can't really tell because again, I bit into the jalapeno earlier. Started chewing on it. That's good, but it takes a while. We'll go ahead and add the other ones with our hot sauce, 3 dashes. Worcestershire, 2 dashes. And our sauce. Call them audible. Use teriyaki sauce. I saw one of them in there. One of the recipes when I was looking up on the internet, and one of them called teriyaki sauce. Figured I'd give it a try. It's also sweet. Lemon juice. Do 1/2 ounce. about 4 ounces of the tomato juice. And shake it all up. And we're going to strain. Into our tahini topped glass. And we're going to top off with a cerveza. In this case, I'm going to use a Chihuahua Rico, a little bit higher ABV. Haven't had it yet, so I wonder what it is. Good. So we made a special garnish for this one. Went ahead and roasted jalapeno. So we'll slap that one on there. And we'll do our trusty lime wedge as well. I think I maybe should have gone with a wheel instead of a wedge. I think the wheels don't get in the way as much. And that is a full beverage, but let's give it a try. Looks pretty good. That might have, yeah, I think I put it over the edge there. So that's interesting. That tastes a lot lighter than it probably should be. So it has a unique sweetness to it, as well as the savory elements that are brought in by the tomato juice. But I think the Ancho Reyes chili liqueur adds just a little bit of sweetness, and that switching to teriyaki is a really good call. Otherwise, man, that's a delicious beverage. I think it came up with something really special there. We'll give that one a try for more. Otherwise, the Michelada itself, traditional Michelada, is good as well. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend both. And I think actually, mezcal would taste pretty good there too if we tried that. Anyways, so that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for joining me again. Please hit us up on the socials, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, etc., etc. Check out the podcast, Podme. This One Last Podcast. Really just Google us. Probably get a link tree on our Instagram page and other places. Linkter.me. This One Last. Plug the partnership with brightswimwear.com. So at brightswimwear.com, where they sell luxury swimwear for every person. If you use TWL25 at your checkout, you get 25% off your order. They're based out of Sweden. Good company. Swimwear looks nice. Give it a shot. brightswimwear.com, TWL25. Also, I finally added my theme song to these videos, so if you can, let me know what you think about it in the comments and such. I would appreciate any kind of feedback. Maybe be kind of like the ragtimey, goofy, old-time bar jingle. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye.